Thinking about stepping out, waiting on Jesus to call you and say, "Come." Think about when I first became an independent adult, stepping out into that. I remember the many times waiting for that opportunity and just waiting for God to say, "Okay, come." Now is the time. If you're in that situation right now where that's a desire, just want to warn you, it's not always easy. Sometimes they say the grass is always greener on the other side of the fence, but you also got to remember, to get the grass green, sometimes takes some fertilizer. If you look at what fertilizer is made of, it's not very pleasant. So to get to that green grass, it's going to take some unpleasant things sometimes. I remember when I first stepped out, I didn't have a permanent place to go. I actually was at a motel at first. I checked in for a week, and I wasn't really sure where I was going to go after that week. Then God opened the doors. I was working at a different motel at the time, part-time as well as a different job, and God opened the doors for me to come on working at that motel full-time, plus staying there for a time, but it was still seasonal. So, that opportunity was for up to 90 days. So I was there for actually 40 days total. I looked at two different places. The first one fell through, then the second one was actually a little bit better of an opportunity. Uh, I moved in there, and as soon as I had moved in, I went back to the motel and told them I was going to be moving out. Gave them the dates and everything. Told them what. And almost immediately they informed me that they were planning on ending my employment there as well. So I just signed a 12-month lease, and no sooner was that done than I found out I was probably about to be unemployed. I just spent all my money on the deposit and the first month's rent, and so I didn't have anywhere else to go. So I remember in that moment, the main thing I felt was irritation. As the reason that they gave, well, it wasn't even realistic. Pretty much, they just decided they were tired of me for no reason at all. They made up different things, but we all knew they weren't justifiable. They weren't accurate. So I started looking. I found another part-time job. About a week later, I was actually at a restaurant. One of the guys came in there for lunch. He told me he worked for a different company, a factory. He told me I should come down and apply to work at the factory. So I came down there, and it was about a month and a half after the whole thing started. With them ending my employment at the motel, but I got hired on at the factory, and my income was actually doubled as soon as I started versus what I've been making at the motel. And as a result from that, 9 months later, I was able to buy my first house at 20 years of age. As I look back at kind of the different circumstances surrounding all that, even some doors opened and other doors didn't, and the timing of different doors closing, you can see how God was just working everything out, giving me a position for the next step. The whole time with me not knowing anything about what was going on.
Me where my trust is without